What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak your mind sports talk. All right, check it out. Check it out. Sorry I'm late, guys, but hey, right back on schedule. When am I not late? You know what I mean? All right, but again, couldn't get my ass out of bed this morning, so I'm about 15 minutes late. What up, J. Kyle? J. Kyle in the building. Special guest this morning. And it's all up to you guys if you'd like to be the special guest in the morning. I'm only going to have one guest on the show in the morning. And today, that is my bro, Jed Kyle in the building. What's good, Jed? God bless to you, my brother Mark, unrivaled. Man, Mark's a real dude, bro. That's my bro. That's my bro for real. Mark unrivaled. Good to see you. All right, man. Let's crank this thing up. Let's crank this thing up while people eke in. Look, man. Let me start off with this UFC thing because I'm going to talk about Conor McGregor, Dustan Porier briefly. And then we'll save the rest of the hour for, the fights this weekend. Conor McGregor, to me, Conor McGregor is a guy that focus. He has a lot of focus with him in the rematch. Like, this dude's dedicated for the win in the rematch, right? And I think that he was doing, Dustin did get the takedown, but Conor was doing excellent on the ground, not allowing Dustin to get him into any moves or anything. And I think Conor was feeling pretty good. And then he steps back on that ankle like that, man. I've twisted my ankle so many times playing basketball, but, man, just look at that. You could just see there. It's like his ankle bone is touching the ground. And it's one of these freak accidents, man. It's not like we could say, Conor would have won. I actually picked Conor McGregor to win the rematch. And, from the way that first round went, really can't tell what would have happened. Even like in UFC, even in boxing, one good punch is all it takes. And even more so in UFC because they don't give you as much time to recover. They don't allow you to be punished as much in the UFC. So one punch could change the whole atmosphere of everything, right? And McGregor was doing well, like I said, but I mean, things like this, man, that's just a freak accident. That's just a freak accident. And shout out to Dustan Porier, Conor McGregor, Dustan Porier 3. He gets the nod, man. It is what it is. This is sports injury. It still equates to a loss. And 2 out of 3, Porier, he beat Conor McGregor. Now, is he a better fighter? Remains to be seen. I think, to be honest, Conor McGregor is the better fighter, but he kind of coincidentally lost focus on Poirier too, messing around with Max Holloway. And the simple facts, well, in my opinion, it's not a fact, but in my opinion, it was worthless for him to even mess around with Holloway because Holloway has better hands than him. See, the whole thing is in that second fight, he went in there trying to show his hands, and Dustan Porier rocked and stopped his ass. Conor came in this fight already. I was saying the last fight that, it did look a little bit off. I was saying the last fight that Conor abandoned his leg work. Well, he bought it back this fight, which was part of the reason Dustin was able to get that takedown. But, however, that's what McGregor needed to do. And it looked like he was going to start mixing it up, getting back to the old Conor in that third fight, and ankle pop. So, unfortunate. Will we see Conor again? I don't think we should. I mean, that's all up to Conor McGregor. Maybe fight Manny Pacquiao in a boxing match or something. Where you got some boxing shoes on, some ankle support, or whatever. But then again, Manny Pacquiao, he's getting old. He's about to fight Spence. I believe after the Spence fight, he's going to be mangled up into, this whole presidency over there in the Philippines. So I think it might be the last of Conor McGregor. Hell, he definitely doesn't need the money. UFC is not. Conor was in there to prove to himself. I think he probably wanted to go out a winner. And I mean, who does it? You know what I mean? Lost to Khabib, beat Cowboy, lost to Poirier. He probably didn't want to go out like that. But he doesn't need the money, man. Conor, he made a ton of money off of the Floyd deal. He made some smart investments. So, shout out to Conor McGregor, but, bigger shout to Dustan Porier. 2 out of 3. Good job. Martial arts fan in the building. What's good with you, brother? He said McGregor's accuracy looked off. Yeah, Ring. Yeah. He looked a little off. But, McGregor's been so inactive here lately in these past few years. Martial arts fan. After Floyd, it just appears to me that Conor lost his thirst after Floyd. Before Floyd Mayweather, man, this dude was a beast. Yeah, he had lost fights, but he just used to, he used to go full-fledged. He was at the top of his game. And, like Hagler says, it's hard to wake up in the morning when you're sleeping on satin sheets, Conor went from wool to satin damn near overnight. So, yeah, he did look a little off, but I don't know, man. Never could tell how that fight would have went. He looked good on bottom position in that first round when Poirier took him down. He did a really good job on bottom position. Poirier, of course, is no Khabib Nurmagomedov, so he couldn't maul or manhandle Conor McGregor once he got him down. Although Poirier is a good wrestler, he's no Khabib. So Conor did an excellent job. He was landing some good shots, elbows to the back of the head on the ground. And Poirier was landing some good top elbows, but Conor was doing a good job of controlling his arms and, keeping the crucial hits from landing. So he did an excellent job. And again, as you guys can see in the picture, and nobody's fighting after that, bro. Not in boxing. You ain't playing football. Nobody's going to fight after that. It's over with. Fight's over. A gruesome injury, but it is what it is. Iceman said that's what happens when someone says they can beat up G. Instant karma, right, Iceman? Mark said his whole leg looked like a banana the way it snapped. Yeah, look at that shit, bro. Look, it's right there for you guys. I know it's kind of gruesome, but I just wanted to put that up there. Because, man, that was an injury and a half, bro. When I seen it, I was watching the fight, and I actually seen it happen. I was like, oh! As soon as he stopped, I was like, oh! Just like that, right? And then he went down. And I was telling my son, because he was on, it's like, bro, it's broken. It's broken. Like, it's over. It's broken. And sure enough, it wasn't anything that Dustin did. While Conor was down, his leg was just gone, bro. It was just gone. So, hey, congratulations to Get This Smoke, Season 8 champion. Good job, Get This Smoke, man. Good job. Smoke cleaned up, too. He got the draw tracker. He hit for the most decision win. So, shout out to Get This Smoke, man. Very, very excellent season for the guy. Your boy D Jeff, I got in the top 20 somewhere. I don't even know. I know I didn't do very excellent. I missed I picked Javier Fortuna, so I know I missed that fight. I missed a couple other fights, but shout out to Get This Smoke, man. Week 1, guys, in the prediction league. It is week 1. So if you're interested, go jump in. Holler at my man Champ Ross. You can go to fantasy boxing. Prediction League. I'll put the picture up. If you have a Facebook page, you can go here to Fantasy Boxing Prediction League. Like the page, go check the fights, send Champ Ross a message saying you want to join, put your picks in, and you are in. It is a free league. Smoke clear $275 for winning the first place prize. Yes, we do always have a first place prize. Sometimes during the week, we have weekly prizes. It's a lot of fun. Great people in there. Mark Rival, Brian Harkin, Get This Smoke, as you know, Intangible, IBT, Jam Stars, so many good people in there. It's a blast, man. If you don't have Facebook, you can go to champ EZ22 at yahoo.com. My man Mark, if you don't mind putting that link to Champ Ross's email, putting Champ Ross's email in the chat. I mean, I would appreciate it, bro. But Champ EZ22 at yahoo.com. You can email him there, send your picks in. Champ will post them on the page for you. You still can get in that way. Great league. You can win money. You don't have to pay anything. And it's fun, man. So everybody come join the Fantasy Boxing Prediction League. Shout out to Get This Smoke one more time for killing it. Smoke killed it. All right, G-Man Boxing in the building. Always good to see you, brother. Always. Salute to you. He said, did you see Parker at McGregor versus Poirier? Yeah, I seen that. Actually, I seen a lot of stars there, man. It was a lot of stars there. Yeah, it was nasty. It was a nasty break. Nasty break, Iceman. Martin Ramos, mi hermano, in the building. Thank you, bro. Good morning to you. Appreciate you coming through. There it is, guys. Champ EZ22 at yahoo.com. Appreciate you, Mark. We at work, Jay. That link was for you personally. I only got one person on the panel in the morning. Mark Rival joined me. Brian Harkin joined me. Had to get my man Brian Harkin, man. Gotta love Brian. Brian's become a brother to me after those 43 days. Boy, we went through it, and Brian was there every single day. Man, shout out to Brian Harkin. All right, guys, let's get into it. This weekend's action. Let me take this picture off. I just wanted Conor McGregor's foot to be up there his ankle, so we can see just how extensive that injury was. Was no bullshit, man. That was some painful shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. It hurt me just to look at it. But anyway, this weekend, the fights, baby. The fights. Great fights, man. Great fights. Lyndon Arthur. Guy fought Anthony Yard this weekend. Arthur looked pretty good. You know, Arthur looked pretty good, and you know, I still don't think he should have beat Anthony Yard, but depending on how Yard looks in this next fight, it should be pretty interesting rematch, I think. You know, if they make that happen. I don't know if Yard's going to take that role, but hell, I would love to clear my name, you know, prove myself. You know how it is in the fight game, man. You don't just want to take a loss and then, you know, not go back and get back from that guy. So I'd like to see the rematch. Jay Kyle in the building. What's good with you, Jay?
What's going on, my bro? Sorry, I just went away for a minute. I come back, saw you drop the link. I was just doing something for a few minutes.
Yeah. I'm
been a while, Cuzzo. What's going on, my bro?
Shit, man. You seen the McGregor fight?
Yeah. I seen it. Yeah.
Oh, that was nasty.
Stick a fork in him, D. He's cooked. He's finished.
Yeah, I think he's done, and there's no need for him to come back. But the fights this weekend, man, Dazn had a fire card this weekend. What do you think about how Lyndon Arthur looked? Did you see that fight?
No, I actually didn't. Was that this past weekend, was it?
Who's that? Light heavyweight?
Yeah, you know, I know who Lyndon Arthur was, but did he fight last weekend? Did he?
Yeah, no, he fought this past weekend. Davidi Farasi or something like that, bro. Italian guy. But he was an undefeated fighter, you know, and that doesn't mean the most in boxing because it all depends on who they fought. But he definitely was an undefeated fighter. And Lyndon Arthur has a nice jab. Like, we got to give him that. And I always say that jab and footwork, bro. I always say jab and footwork is like some of the most important factors in boxing. I mean, for a good boxer, you got solid jab and good footwork, man. You can win. You can win a lot of fights because the harsh reality is a lot of boxers don't have, that footwork and everything. Gilberto Ramirez, Zurdo, my boy, Zurdo.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hit him up this weekend. I was like, yeah, buddy, good win, champ, good win. I like it. Zurdo, he got to start getting more active, though. I will say that. But what'd you think? Did you see that fight? Did you catch the Dazn card?
Yeah, I saw that one. I did see that card. Yeah, I think that's a good win for Gilberto, stopping Barrera. But I think Barrera, I don't know, looks like Barrera. His punch resistance looks gone. I mean, he never was the most durable fighter, but it looks like now he really can't take much punishment. Definitely not at the world level. But still, that's a good win for Zurdo, moving up. Took him out like he should. But I'd love to see Zurdo fight a top 5 or top 10 light heavyweight. He really needs to step it up. 40 fights, and he hasn't fought. He's only fought probably a couple of world level fighters. I mean, now
he's been calling out Smith, Bivol, and Beterbiev.
Yeah, I like that. They're all good.
I like all of them. I don't know if he'll land those fights. These guys are tied up, I guess, after they fight or whatever, but that's who he's saying he's wanting next. And I still, guys, have this sneaky suspicion that Canelo fights Plant in his first fight at 75, acclamation fight. He go fight Zurdo Ramirez. But Canelo don't really have to do that, man. He can walk right into a championship fight, which I think, he and Eddie Reynoso was talking about Artur Beterbiev. If Plant didn't go through, they were gonna, petition Artur Beterbiev, go after that fight. Which, man, Canelo's a soldier. Just to even talk about going after that fight, he's a soldier. So I don't know, but I think Zurdo looked good, and I agree with you. Barrera's punch resistance kind of remind you of Nakatani, where he was really solid, but that punch resistance is gone, bro.
Yeah,
it's gone.
It is. He went down pretty easily,
Yeah.
First body shot was pretty good, wicked. Zurdo's a good body punch. He's a good fighter, Zurdo. I do like him, but I like he's very skilled, but we really don't know how good he is because the competition's been so limited. We need to see him tested. Have someone really come trying to win.
For sure. Another fight that I missed this weekend, Hector Tanahara. Man, William Zepeda beat the hell out of Tanahara. And look, the first 3 rounds or so, Tanahara was doing exactly what I thought that he would do. The duration of the fight. But Zepeda broke him down, bro. Broke him down, slowed him down, forced the fight into Zepeda's fight because in those first 3 rounds, Tanahara was controlling the range, popping him, moving around the ring. And then Tanahara started to wear him down. He stuck that head down, started to get inside. Once he started to get inside, it was a wrap, bro. Tanahara was too active. He was changing levels well. I mean, he was beating him down. He was beating the kid down. So I got that one wrong. A lot of people got that one wrong. They thought Tanahara, Zepeda had no amateur background. I thought, Tanahara had really decent amateur background. I just thought he could use his range, but I picked that one wrong. I was all wrong about that one.
I hadn't seen. I got to still watch that fight as well. 150 sent it to us, but I still haven't watched it. But I'd never even heard of Zepeda before that fight. So yeah, I could see why like I said, it seemed to be an upset for sure.
Yeah, well, I heard of him, and he's older though, and he's war torn, and he's fought most of his fights out in Mexico. So, and he had no amateur background. I seen him fight, and I just thought that the first 3 rounds, I thought that kid would fight like that through the duration. I picked him by decision, And I knew it would be tough, but I thought that he would be able to maintain the distance because he can box. The kid Tanahara can box, and Zepeda has a slew of knockouts. I think he's like 87%. So the kid doesn't have a glass jaw. He took a beating. William Zepeda was whooping his ass, bro. The kid took a lot of punishment. So just look out for Hector Tanahara, and shout out to William Zepeda. JoJo looked good. Yeah, JoJo looked good. I want to say that fight for last because I got some things I want to talk about concerning that fight. Sinistia Estrada, man. This lady can box, bro.
Yeah, she got skills, bro.
Man, that lady can box, bro.
Yep, she can. Looks a bit like a Mexican J-Lo as well.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really attractive, bro. She is.
Yep. And she's got skills. She can fight a bit like Juan Francisco Estrada. So, like, she's got skills.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Eddie Hearn doing it big because the women fights that he's been throwing on these cards have been fire. These women fights have been fire, fam. And I don't understand why people can't get it about women's boxing. I know it's 2 rounds. I know you don't get as many knockouts, but bro, them paws be flying in the women's boxing, bro. They let their hands go. But Sinistia Estrada, bro, she is a boxer. That she can box, man. She can box, and she can definitely take a hit. She's proven that so many times. I think she's going to be hard to beat. I think she's going to be really hard to beat. Joshua Little John, what's good? He said, what's the business? D. Jefferson, and salute to chat. No doubt, Iceman, every fight on the UFC card was good. Yeah, UFC card was amazing. I enjoyed that a lot. D, I'm a few days behind on the news. Anything shaking in the boxing world? Yeah, a lot of things shaking. A lot of things shaking. JoJo Diaz and Devin Haney appears to be ready to lock it up, which, you know, Joshua, with Devin Haney, he don't really have anywhere to go. And I don't even really mind a JoJo Diaz. I don't. I would like to see Devin Haney go challenge Lomachenko, though. You know, but JoJo Diaz, I believe in JoJo Diaz and Javier Fortuna was fighting for mandatory position, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to have to take that fight. I feel like JoJo has much confidence in himself, and he feels like I don't think he's going to turn down that fight. You know, I don't think he's going to turn down that fight. I would much rather see Haney fight Lomachenko. I think he beats JoJo. What do you think about that fight, Jed? Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz.
I think it'll be a decent fight, but I think Haney's way too skilled for JoJo. I think he'll outbox him pretty comprehensive.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think JoJo hits hard enough to hurt them.
I don't know. I think JoJo is a good fighter, but yeah, and just I don't know. I think he's too short in that as well. I think Devin will pick him off at range tonight, and he hasn't got the quickness of a Linares to try and that'll hurt Haney or really keep Haney. I don't know. I think Haney will outbox him pretty easily in that fight. But JoJo's a decent test. You know, he's a good fighter. But I think Haney will win that.
Yeah, he had troubles.
Probably
he had
10-2.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. My bad.
No. Right, all good, bro.
Yeah, he had a little troubles getting in there, getting a hold of Javier Fortuna in the beginning. Like in the first 4 to 5 rounds, it wasn't easy for him. Javier was outboxing him. And then JoJo turned that work rate up. But let me ask y'all this. Y'all think that judgment was a bit shaky? I need to go back and watch the fight. But, man, at the end of that fight, I had Javier Fortuna 7-5. How'd you see that fight?
I'm probably gonna have to go back and score it because I missed a bit of it and I went and watched back of it and I was kind of just watching the fight. But yeah, I think Fortuna might have won that fight, to be honest. I felt like he kind of nicked it.
I had him 7-5, bro. Possibly 8-4. But 7-5, I had him like a solid 7-5. Joshua, yes, my boy Zerto looked amazing. He looked good. But Jed Kyle made a good point, Joshua, that Sullivan Barrera looked past it, and I have to agree with that. So I can't give Zerdo but so much on that, bro. He's got to step it up. He's got to fight a big guy. Jesse Hart, that ain't gonna cut it, fam. Like, he's got to do a little better with that. But yeah, he did look good. But yeah, back to JoJo and Devin Haney. And look, man, I personally give Devin Haney full credit for that Linares fight, and I have since the beginning. What's wrong with it? So I don't know, man. I think Devin Haney's too good of a boxer, and JoJo, his dimensions are too far. Like, the dimension difference is too great, and Devin Haney's too quick, man. I don't know. Devin Haney moves too well. He's too quick. He's long. I can't see JoJo beating him. I'm definitely going to be picking Devin Haney in that fight. By decision. JoJo definitely got more power than Haney, but I don't think he has more power than Jorge Linares. And Linares rocked Haney and put him on stinky leg, but, people give Ryan Garcia all of this credit for getting up off the ground from Luke Campbell. Well, give Devin Haney the credit. Yeah, he hugged up for a couple of rounds after he got hurt, but then he got himself back in there and won in impressive fashion. So, bro, look, when I look at these two boxers, neither of them has extraordinary power. And then I go skill set for skill set. I got to give it to Devin Haney. I didn't see anything from Zerto that looked like he would be a threat to Bivol, the king. No, I didn't either, bro. I think I consistently said I believe Dimitri Bivol beats them all. Hard recoil, salute in the building. Salute to you, brother. JoJo wants all the smoke. That is the truth, Martin Ramos. That dude wants all the smoke. He ain't ducking a goddamn thing, And I was saying that JoJo was too small. Javier Fortuna's too strong. He's going to beat him. JoJo showed me a lot of resilience. And we know that JoJo's been having trouble making weight at 130. So maybe this is the better weight class for him. Maybe he needs to stay here. Maybe it wasn't just laziness or something of that nature. Maybe he was just simply too big for the weight class, because he looked really good in that fight versus Fortuna. No way I'm going to say Devin Haney's going to be able to hurt him, because Fortuna rocked him with some good shots. He didn't, I never seen JoJo in big trouble. So Haney ain't hitting harder than Fortuna. He boxes better than him, but he's not hitting harder than Fortuna. So I don't think he's going to hurt JoJo, but JoJo won't be able to get in there like he did with Rakhimov or Tevin Farmer. Haney's going to move on him. He's going to box him from the outside to mid-range. He's going to beat him if that's the fight that happens next. But JoJo definitely won all the smoke. And a guy that keep proving people wrong, it's tough to go against a guy like that. But then you're talking about another fighter who Haney's undefeated. And he can box his ass off. That kid can box his ass off. So I don't know about all of that next Floyd Mayweather talk, but he damn sure can box. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hard Recall said, Iceman, Big Fact Joshua says, I still say Haney might get more credit for Coleman. Yeah, but JoJo's mandatory now. And I would rather see him fight Lomachenko. The Coleman, when you mentioned that, the last time we was talking about Devin Haney, Joshua, I agree totally. Colby was a good fight because was nothing else in the making. Suleiman, Suleiman's an asshole, bro. Because now he mandates the winner of this fight, right? So that takes Coleman and Lomachenko off the table. Now, don't get me wrong. JoJo Diaz, again, JoJo didn't get his belt taken. And then he beat Rakhimov anyway, so he would have freaking retained his title had he made the weight.
Yeah, Suleiman, disgrace, bro. Suleiman is just a disgrace to this sport.
He's so dirty, bro. He is so dirty. Because it locks Haney out of fighting Loma or Coleman. Those fights are much better than JoJo at this point. At this point, I got to be honest. Him fighting Coleman or Lomachenko, we all know. I'm tired of these fighters fighting fights that we pretty certain they're going to win. 70, 30, 80, 20 fights. That's how I see JoJo Diaz Haney, 70, 30. Those fights don't excite me, bro. Those fights don't excite me at all. Richard Coleman, Devin Haney, 50-50. Close fight, because Coleman got that power. I think Coleman hits harder than Linares now. And we seen that boy go on stinky leg. I don't know if he could take that from Coleman. Makes that fight interesting. I say 60-40 Devin Haney, but still a good fight. 60-40. Lomachenko definitely 50-50.
I think so too. Yep.
Definitely 50-50 with Lomachenko. And I might edge Loma in that fight because I got Loma rated number 2 at the lightweight division. Right now, I still have Loma number 2. That win over Linares don't put Haney over Loma because Loma beat a younger, fresher, more ready Linares than Devin Haney. So they don't put him over Loma for me. Loma still got the skills. And Loma came and somewhat validated there might have been a shoulder injury for sure, which we pretty much know it was. He was in the hospital, but he looked phenomenal in that fight with Masayoshi Nakatani. He looked phenomenal in that fight. Devin Haney, Loma, that's the fight, bro. That is the fight. Bob Arum Sr. talking about Loma and Teofimo. This is a fight I don't mind seeing the rematch. It was a good fight in the first fight, but I would rather see Devin Haney, Teofimo. Now Devin Haney's in this situation here. Bill and Haney talk so much malarkey. What can get in the way of that mandatory fight? Teofimo Lopez. See, Loma, they can't put Loma, Bob Arum can't put Loma in front of JoJo Diaz because JoJo Diaz is mandatory. But the franchise champion can step in front of JoJo Diaz. That's the fight that needs to be made. Shout out to JoJo. Don't want to take nothing from him. But, bro, there's still plenty of fights you can get to. Call Tank Davis out. Pretty sure a lot of people would like to see that. Tank at 135, JoJo at 135. Valid win for Tank Davis. I don't want to hear anybody's mouth about Tank fighting JoJo and to say it's not a valid win. He just beat up Javier Fortuna, and he was a champion coming from 130. Y'all made all this fuss and bones about Leo Santa Cruz being a champion from 126, man. Don't give me that about JoJo. Don't tell me JoJo's not a more valid win than a Leo Santa Cruz or Mario Barrios for that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, D. JoJo Diaz is a world-class fighter. Who the fuck are
even Mario Barrios for that matter. So that would be a good fight for JoJo. You can't get the Devin Haney fight, Tio nuts up and goes after that fight because Tio and Senior starting to tick me off a little bit too with that. They need to go after Devin Haney. I'm getting ready to start giving my boy Tio and Junior Lopez some heat for that, bro. I'm telling you, me, Jed. Ain't nobody above criticism. And that's start as a boxing fan, I don't like it. You guys need to go after Devin Haney.
Especially if they're going to stay at 135, yeah. For sure.
Neither of them going to be there too long. I don't know why the fans believe Devin Haney's any smaller than Teofimo Lopez. His tie is big.
That's where I think they'll meet up eventually. I got to be honest.
That's what if he doesn't pursue him, if he takes longer, which I can listen. This is something else too. I'm not going to flame my guy, but so hard because everybody, all 4 of those guys, 5 of them with the names, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko. Well, let's take Lomachenko out. Let's make it about the 4 young guys, right? The other 3 are making the money, bro, the big bucks. And yes, it may be because of their following social media, whatever the reasons are. Haney, because of his promotion, him and Bill always capping. This, I'll get on that next. But they're all making the money. Problem is, Teofimo's doing the most and making the least. The kid wants to cash in. So him taking the Lomachenko fight rematch, which is warranted because the first fight was good, bro, I can't flame him but so much. I'm going to give him some flame because, bro, you should be clearing up that Devin Haney situation. We've already seen Lomachenko. The dude's been calling you out. Your promoter, Bob Arum, said he needs to have a valid fight like a Javier Fortuna, Jorge Linares, which is what Bob mentioned. He did fight Jorge Linares and beat him in impressive fashion. There's no more excuses, bro. No more excuses. I can understand the money side of it now because Bob Arum, he knows Devin Haney ain't no big draw. See, him and Bill Haney can run around clamoring on after the criticism he faced in the Linares fight, getting rocked and wobbled like that, ushered to the corner. That didn't raise his stock out the roof, you know? So when you look at Tank Davis versus T.O., Ryan Garcia versus T.O., Lomachenko versus T.O., he makes more money off of all of those fights. Now I'm going to get on to what I was about to say. Devin Haney came out here recently, and he says Teofimo, he said all of these guys will make more money fighting me. That is absolute nonsense. I don't understand why Bill and Devin are pushing this narrative. All of them will make more money fighting you. That is complete foolery. Ryan will make way more money fighting Teofimo or Tank. Guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed. Lomachenko, Teofimo or something, that's going to be a big fight, money-wise. You know, Lomachenko, Tank. Devin Haney, something's wrong with that kid upstairs. He's always talking about Teofimo's lying, this, that, and the third. Bro, you overvalue yourself. You think you're more valuable than a fight with Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, or even Lomachenko for that matter? You're not a draw. You know, you always talk about the money you make, but let's check your purses, right? Because what Bill Haney and Devin Haney running around capping about is their purse plus their promotional side. Like all of that money Adrian Broner got to fight that guy, a Puerto Rican guy, Kenny Rodriguez, right? Because of the promotional side. Adrian Broner made a ton of money off of that fight. That's how Bill and Devin getting paid. But it's not the stock in you. It's not your value in this sport. So you need to stop running around capping. You know, making a statement. All of these guys, Jed, really? All of these guys will get more money paid fighting him? This kid's seriously delusional. If he believes a Ryan versus Tank fight, Ryan versus T.O., Tank versus T.O., Tank versus Loma, Ryan versus Devin Haney versus any other. I do not see that fight being more valuable than any of those fights. A bigger draw than any of those fights. What do you think about that, Jed?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think I don't know, bro. A lot of fighters today are delusional, maybe because they see all these followers on Instagram. They go on some YouTube shows and talk to their fans. That makes them think they're bigger draws or bigger stars than what they are. Whereas they don't really understand that, you know, like I think Devin Haney's just known in the boxing world. I don't think he's a big name to the mainstream. Tank and Ryan Garcia have crossed over. Like Tank seems to be known much more in the hip hop community and just all across all platforms in USA. And Ryan Garcia is definitely more well known. I mean, I've got casuals here that talk to me about Ryan Garcia, or people that aren't even casuals. They don't even know nothing about boxing, but they know who Ryan Garcia is. Whereas I think Devin Haney is just mostly known by the boxing world. Maybe a little bit outside, but mostly in the boxing world. And I don't know. Yeah, I think he thinks he's already a mainstream.
He's absolutely not. You know, here's something. Leo Santa Cruz's purse with Tank was more than his was with the purse. You know, was more. Leo got paid 1.5 just for the purse. You see what I mean? So if Leo Santa Cruz gets a higher purse from you, I mean, from fighting Tank Davis, than you are producing, what the hell makes you think that you're the bigger draw and all of those guys need to fight you? Where does he get these numbers from? Iceman he said JoJo don't need to be at that division. In that division, I say either way or a draw. Look, that's why I'm not hollering robbery, because I know you guys have heard me say this plenty of times. If I see a fight at 7-5, that's exactly how I feel it could go, Iceman. They could go to a draw, or they could give it to the other fighter, and that's why I'm not saying it was a robbery. Because me personally, I had it 7-5. I just felt like Javier Fortuna eked it out. But I do agree with you with your sentiment here, son, because if you're struggling with a Javier Fortuna, man, ain't no need for you talking about Tank Davis and Lomachenko and Teofimo and Devin. If you're struggling with Fortuna, I mean, Devin beat up Linares the way he did. I really pretty much believe he beats up Javier Fortuna the same way. And JoJo, you went tooth and nail with Javier Fortuna in a fight that I personally thought you lost, but he went tooth and nail. So, give him some time to acclimate too, though, Iceman. Because one thing JoJo has shown us is toughness and resilience. And again, you got to realize Tank Davis, Teofimo, Ryan Garcia, yeah, they may hit harder than Linares or Rakimov or something like that, but Devin definitely ain't hitting harder than them. I mean, hard punching ain't the only thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Till and Tank, Loma got really good skills. Ryan Garcia, I think JoJo could cause him some issues. You just better stay away from those damn check hooks, because Ryan's got power too. And it would be a massive, massive disparity in dimensions with JoJo and Ryan. Ryan's 5'10", 5'10 and a half, bro. What is JoJo, like 5'6", 5'5"? He ain't too much taller than Tank and Tevin Farmer. So, that gives Ryan extreme advantages.
Yeah, I think Ryan would beat JoJo as well. I think he's got too much advantages in that fight.
Yeah, Lomachenko, forget about it.
Yeah, Lomachenko
I'm not even talking about that fight. Lomachenko will punish JoJo. He'll punish.
Yeah, he would, bro. That would look like Jason Sosa a little bit, that fight, I reckon.
He would absolutely punish it. T.O. knocks him out. Tank knocks him out. Loma punishes him. I have no questions about those three fights. Ryan and Devin, yeah, JoJo has a chance with those guys because Ryan has a lot of improvements to make. His footwork is trash. Devin has no power. Now, I picked Devin over, like we talked about it, 60-40 over JoJo. Ryan, man, 50-50 fight. And I know people that ain't gonna like it. Oh, you disrespecting Ryan Garcia, man, fooey. I'm not trying to hear that. Ryan Garcia got put on the canvas by Luke Campbell, and I'll give JoJo the power of a Luke Campbell. I certainly will. I'll give him the power of a Luke Campbell, and JoJo can box. He can box his ass off. So that's a 50-50 fight to me. Ryan ain't proved enough to me yet. Ryan ain't nothing but cap. He is a hype job. Everybody, these Ryan Garcia lovers, a lot of these Hispanic fans, all of that nonsense they had to talk about Tank Davis, they're not keeping the same energy with Ryan Garcia at all, bro. It's a shame, but the same energy is not being kept with Ryan Garcia. That dude's a hype job. He's a hype job until he proves otherwise. The decision was bullshit. Yeah, they has it unanimous for JoJo. It should have been split majority. For sure. The unanimous decision, nah, bro. And I had Javier winning, so I wasn't with that either. Martin Ramos, I wasn't with that either. I think that like I said, man, I'm not calling it a robbery. So guys, like, I'm not going there. I'm not saying it was a robbery. 7-5 fight. JoJo did a phenomenal job, much better than I expected him to do. But unanimous decision, nah, I'm with you, Martin. No way, bro. Chain boxing, what's good? Loma, the only one that beats Devin at 135, in my opinion. Well, that is an opinion, because I think Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, maybe Ryan, he's going to have to catch him. Listen, Jane, you saw Devin get hit by Linares and be ushered to the corner because the kid was literally on stinky legs. Ryan Garcia is fast as hell, and he hits way harder than Linares. If he catches Devin Haney, and he's starting to develop this straight right, he was rocking Luke Campbell with that as well. We've seen him put Luke Campbell away with a body shot. Stop that. Stop that right now. Because if Ryan Garcia catches Devin Haney, which it is a possibility for him to catch Devin Haney, right? He has the dimensions over Devin Haney. I want you guys to know that. Now, Ryan's no sucker. Yeah, he might be overhyped, but he ain't no sucker. The kid can box. And I'm not just putting Devin Haney over him. You must have bumped your damn head if you think Teofimo Lopez can't beat Devin Haney. Bro, you gone with that. And Tank Davis. Tank Davis can beat Devin, right? Because here's the thing. And this is what I say about Tank Davis, and I've said it over and over again. Devin Haney he can box. He could outbox Tank Davis. But Tank Davis, they call him Tank for a reason. This little stout, strong guy can take a lot of punishment, and he can deliver a lot too. When Tank Davis comes inside and start bruising Devin Haney to the body, Devin going to be on the move. Anytime Tank catches him on those ropes or in the corner, such as Linares did, trouble. And if Tank Davis, such as Ryan Garcia, catches Devin Haney, night, fam. You see what he did with Mario Barrios? Put him down on him, man. He knocks him out. Teofimo Lopez power. I don't know. You must be really high on Devin Haney, but that dude is no. I don't think that Loma's the only one. Now, how could you say that anyway? Teo beat Loma. Did you not forget that? It was Teo that beat Lomachenko. But now he can't beat Devin either. It's a lot of Teofimo hate going on out here. Tell you that. Chain with Ice, what's good? Devin embarrasses Teo. Teo does horrible against long fighters. Listen, Devin Haney is not 6'1". And the only long fighter that you're talking about is Masayoshi Nakatani, which Devin Haney and Bill Haney was reluctant to fight also. And don't give me that nonsense, because I talked to Bill about the Nakatani fight personally. Me and Bill talked about it. They didn't go take Nakatani. They could have taken that fight. So get out of here with that nonsense. Stop it. What other fighter has he fought? And if you don't know, Devin Haney, again, is not 6. He's 5'9". So what is this tall, long fighter? The half an inch over Teofimo's going to make that much difference? Dude, are you thinking right now? Really? Are you thinking? He's not tall, that much taller and longer than Teofimo. Have you seen those two stand side by side? He's no Nakatani. One fight Teofimo as a 21-year-old kid. No more tall guys. Well, Haney's not tall to him, so can it? Stop that, bro. Stop. You must be over on H Money channel too much, a part of the Devin Haney lovers. GB Guthrie in the building. What's good? Salute D. Hope you're good, brother. I am involved in a lot of stuff. I'm getting ready to start some schooling and stuff, so been really busy, but thank you, GB. Maestro, Milk Car, my brother, mi hermano in the building. Salute to you. Everybody go check out my man, Maestro. I don't know if you have or not. Get over there. Give him a shout, man. Check him out. Press that subscribe button. No doubt. Good to see you, Maestro. That's why they had the Tank fight in Atlanta. What, money? That's why, because he did so well there the last time, they thought that they'll do it there again. And he still hit pretty much the same numbers, 200,000. Look, Tank, you're going to have to do better than 200,000. Dude, Ellaby keep running around talking about you a bigger star than everybody. 200,000. I don't know what Ellaby's talking about. D. Jeff preach. It's only a matter of time before Devin finds the Zab Judah to his Corey Spinks. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh boy, that's funny. Ice. Shadow boxing. What's good, brother? What's good? Say Joshua Judah Spinks, one of the very few rivalries with two southpaw. There you go, Shadow. There you go. Dre Spector. What's up, Dre? Been a while, bro. Good to see you, Dre. Dre in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Keyshawn Davis, USA's best prospect right now. Yeah, Keyshawn. I don't know. Xander Zayas, I like him. I like Xander a lot. Jared Anderson, I'm huge on Jared Anderson. What is that kid that beat Castillo, I think? That beat Keyshawn in the amateurs. I don't know. That Spanish cat, can't remember his name. He's good. Andy Cruz when he gets over here. But yeah, Keyshawn is my guy for sure. Shadow boxing, I forgot Corey Spinks was a southpaw. Jay Kyle says, sorry, bro, stream y'all just kicked me off. It's all good though. Pretty tired. Just had a 10K. Oh wow. Okay. All right. No, I appreciate you joining me this morning, Jet. It's about 9 minutes before we shut her down anyway. So appreciate you, brother. And every morning, guys, I'm gonna have one person on to come kick it with your boy D Jeff. Like I said, that afternoon show, I had to lay that down for a while, but this is here to stay. I'm gonna be doing the shorts and some videos, and I start cranking up for the members and stuff. But I'm getting ready to get involved in a lot of stuff. I have to write a couple business plans up and take a course and stuff. So I'm gonna be kind of busy. I'm not gonna be able to divulge as much time into YouTube as I was before. But every morning, we will be here. I gotta be here because my man G-Man get off on lunch and he doing his lunch. He's sitting there listening to us. I can't let my brother G-Man down. You know what I mean? So we here in the morning, guys. Monday through Friday, 7:30, between 7:30 and 8. We're gonna crank it up, our show. Every morning I'm gonna have one of you guys get on here with me. When I do run the afternoon shows, whenever I do run them, then it's open panel again. But just changing things. I got to slow down a little because I need to pick up a little more in life outside of YouTube. So, all right. I would have picked Haney until the Linares fight. Now Garcia late KO. I don't really mind that. at all. One problem I have with that, G-Man, is we've seen Devin Haney many times go 12 rounds. How many times you seen Ryan do that? So that's the only problem I have with that. Late KO. If I gotta go stamina, who got more in the tank, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Haney there because this is what he does. He boxes guys for 12 rounds. Kid's got phenomenal stamina. And we just simply don't know what Ryan's stamina is about, right? So I have to see. Rarely see that kid go 12 rounds, but close fight. This is why I was just supporting him in that fight. Shadow says Lopez and Haney are both still improving, and at their prime age, or they're not even in their prime yet. They're not even in their man strength yet. They're not there yet. So yeah, but they're definitely not in their prime. I don't get people who act like these guys have no boxing IQ and are fixing their flaws as we speak. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, shadow boxing. Like these Lomachenko fans, they think, this is something that I said. Yep, 136, my man. And this is something that I said about, look, Lomachenko's here, right? He's here, skill-wise. He can't go up anymore. He's here. He's already at the top. And Lomachenko is in his prime, about to leave his prime. So 9 times out of 10, he's not going to excel to another level of boxer. He's there. And Teofimo is going uphill. So you're not going to get the same Teofimo that you got in the first Loma fight. Not to mention, just like Shadow Boxing said, what do y'all think? Teofimo and Devin Haney are stupid? They don't understand this sport. They don't understand the sweet science. No, these kids can fight. All of those people didn't give credit to Teofimo for having a jab. He showed a jab. They talked about his footwork. He flat-footed. He can't move. Proved them wrong there. Spent when Lomachenko tried to pivot. So he showed his footwork. All he has is a right hand. What is wrong with people? So, no, I'm with you all day, shadow boxing. For Devin and for Teofimo Lopez. And Ryan Garcia, for that matter. Ryan needs to get more active and fight some valid fights, but he's not going to go downhill. This kid's 22. It's only going uphill, fam. Shakur, Keyshawn, Ryan, they're going uphill. It's uphill for these guys. They're going to get better and better and better. So, yeah, I'm with you all day, bro. And I find myself, you know, a lot of guys that I give heat to, you will turn, it will come a time you'll turn and you'll see me defending them. Such as, you know, I went on that stretch a little while when I was defending Wilder because the hate, the vitriol for these, I can't ride with that. And now I'm defending Devin Haney all the time, right? Yes, I'm a Teofimo super fan. No, I'm not a fan of Haney, but why y'all disrespecting this dude so much? You don't have to hate Haney because you like Teofimo. Devin Haney is doing good, bro. This dude is doing good. He proved what we wanted him to prove. Fight a top-notch boxer shows that you can, you know, win in a one-sided fashion in that fight, dominate in that fight. Well, Devin Haney definitely dominated. You know, because Linares hurt him, he didn't dominate. So Linares hurts Haney in one round. He wins about 2 other rounds, and then he gets beat the rest of them. That's a one-sided fight. And that's a dominant performance by Devin Haney. Like, come on, bro. He said, I forgot and not in their prime. I'm like, oh, yeah. No, they're not there yet. They still got, you know, 4 or 5 years before they start reaching that prime level. Tank is closer to the prime than all of them because he's going to be 28, you know. Going on 28. He's 27 years old, going on 28. So he's closer to the prime. But these guys, man, they're spring chickens. They just really, really spry spring chickens. Let's say it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he said, thoughts on Canelo versus Plant situation? D, I think they'll make it happen. You know, Canelo is like Joshua. He's one of these fighters where these sanctioning bodies, well, forget about the sanctioning bodies, but these management teams and promotional companies, networks, he's one of these fighters that they want him to fight on their network because everybody gets paid. And with the state that boxing is in right now, nobody wants to lose that amount of money. Man, I had to get a curtain or something for that. But nobody wants to lose that amount of money. So I think they make it happen. I think that there's going to be some haggling for sure. There's the PBC involved. And you know, the PBC, this is the last brouhaha. They have no more belts at 160 once Canelo takes Plant's belt. So it's going to be some difficulties, but I do believe it happens. You know, the bonus for us shadow boxing is Reynoso and Alvarez say, okay, Plant, mess around. We'll go fight Artur Beterbiev. And then if he does mess around and don't fight Canelo, Plant's going to trash himself. Because who's he going to fight? He going to give us another Truax fight or something stupid like that? So if Plant allows the PBC to Deontay Wilder him, basically tell him to turn down the biggest fight in his life, then he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Because at the end of the day, Caleb Plant don't have but so much longer in this sport. And to be honest, to be truthfully honest, guys, I would tell Al Hammond and them, hey, F y'all. I'm taking this fight. And he could do that. He could tell Al Hammond and them, look, F y'all. I'm taking this fight. I got kids. I got a wife. This could set me up for life after boxing. Although Al does a phenomenal job setting these guys up after boxing to still have money. You know, he does a phenomenal. That's one of the bonuses about going to the PBC. And people can hate the PBC as much as they want, but it's a sad, sad thing going on in athletics all around the United States where, you know, 79, 80% of these athletes are ending their careers broke. That's unfortunate. And you guys can dump on Al Hammond all you want to dump on Al Hammond, but that needs praise. Just for the atmosphere of sports in general, something like that needs praise. The fact that Al and they have a team that takes their time to teach these guys about financial freedom and set them up for financial freedom. A lot of these other sports, especially in America and these other organizations, they don't give a damn. And they don't teach these guys that, and they don't help them, which is why so many athletes in their careers broke, because they don't give a damn. Well, Al and those guys at the PBC most certainly do. And y'all can that about race, because Caleb Plant is white as snow, okay? And he's setting him up too. Doesn't matter. When they're at the PBC, they set these guys up for success after the sport is over with. That has to be praised, fam. So I think that Caleb Plant, and I don't, to be honest, bro, because he is in his prime, probably a little past his prime, or going out of it. One, I don't know. It seemed like a situation where it would be like, hey, F you, Al, I want this fight. That's what it seems like. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Haney's toughest fight would be Lopez. I think so. But 50-50. 50-50 martial arts fan. I say Lopez and Loma. Loma's a superior boxer than Devin Haney. Devin Haney boxes very well. He doesn't box better than Lomachenko. He cannot hurt Lomachenko. Loma's tough as hell, bro. Loma's tough. He's proven that over and over again. Devin ain't hurting Lomachenko. Linares, chin suspect, right? Devin didn't even drop him. Gamboa, chin suspect. Didn't even drop him, dude. He ain't hurting Lomachenko. So if he cannot hurt Lomachenko, deter him. He doesn't box better than Lomachenko. So I say it's a 50-50 fight with Loma. So I think equally, although Tio is my guy, I think equally Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko are as difficult for Devin Haney. Lomachenko stylistically, fam. Lomachenko's a nightmare for Haney. Tio has the power, the speed, and I actually think Loma. I actually give Loma more of a chance to beat Devin than Tio. Did D just say that? Yeah. Stylistically, I give Loma more of a chance to beat Devin than Teofimo. Well, what is with all of this sleeping on these fighters, bro? Why is Lomachenko getting? I'm cutting back on cussing, but why is he getting shitted on? Why after a great performance against Linares, Devin Haney's getting shitted on? What is with the boxing world? No, I think Loma, personally, I think Loma would be the toughest fight for Tio martial arts fan. That's just my opinion. Garcia wouldn't be toughest fight for Lopez. Oh, no. Ryan Garcia's at the bottom of the totem pole. Mark Unrivaled, my man. $5 super chat. €5. Sorry. Not the weak American dollar. That's euro, buddy. Match me. That's right. Somebody match him. I dare you. Match Mark with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you. Miami Kid Jay, good to see you, bro. Teofimo is not thinking, man. That ring and people just seem to ignore that. Teofimo, again, you know, Miami Kid, before you stepped up in here, I said, bro, I might have to start giving my guy Teofimo and Junior Lopez some heat, man, because I don't like it either, bro. I don't like it, Miami Kid. I don't like the way they're moving, you know. He turned prima donna on us, bro. He turned prima donna on us. Teofimo was hungry, thirsty, you know. Coleman, Nakatani, Loma in succession, and then he just freaking now everything is about money and I'm the big guy. And he turned prima donna on us, bro. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, and I don't like this prima donna syndrome, diva. All that time you sat there and you call Lomachenko a diva, this, that, and the third. You're a diva now. What do you take his spot? Being a diva, Teofimo? Man, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, bro. I don't like it. Unrivaled. Loma might be the worst stylistic matchup for great minds think alike, Mark. Great minds think alike, Mark. That's what I'm saying, bro. Stylistically, that's a bad matchup for Haney. Mark Unrivaled, the man. That's the man. Willie Williams in the building. What's good, Willie? Always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you, my bro. Shadow Boxer, Haney's lack of even respectable power would be his downfall at the top level. And I have been saying that too, bro. He can box well, but a lot of times these guys that can box, like look at what happened with Tanahara and Williams Zepeda. And I'm not comparing Devin Haney. I think he's much better boxer than Tanahara, but that's what happens. You got a little guy. Here's a good comparison. Tanahara, Zepeda, Devin Haney, Tank. See? That's what happens. That's what happens to guys. Devin Haney is a better boxer than Tank, but Tank is going to be like that. Zepeda coming through, boom, boom, breaking Haney down and late in that fight. What did Tank Davis just show? What did I tell people? And I got to get right in this, guys. We are already 6 minutes over. Plus, my lovely wife got to get ready to start her session. But what did I say about Devin Haney, Tank Davis, all of these guys? When Tank Davis fought Leo Santa Cruz, I was telling everybody, y'all, what is wrong with you guys? Don't you guys see what Tank Davis is doing? All of that old Tank, that's turned around. The kid has been in the gym. He's been focused. He's been dedicated. People talked about, the weight problem is. He went into the Leo Santa Cruz fight in phenomenal shape. He comes into the Mario Barrios fight, phenomenal shape. The dude went into the late rounds. This is not the old Tank Davis, fat, lazy, no good Tank Davis. No, sir. This is not him. This is a new breed. And that focus, King Unbiased, shout out to Unbiased. I wish he'd come back around. But he said this over 2 years ago. He used to always say this. A dedicated and focused Tank Davis is a very dangerous Tank Davis. That's the Tank we have now. Y'all can sleep on him all you want. That's the Tank we have now. Dedicated and focused. Haney has problems. He has problems in front of him. Yeah, I know what you meant. Doc Nafal. Willie Williams. There it goes. He matched you twice, Mark. Willie, I appreciate you, bro. Willie with the super chat. My man Fish in the building was good. Mark said, I literally can't cause it because it hooked up to my PayPal. I only had 5 till tomorrow. Mark, I love you, dog. Love you. Is Parker in on the lies, or are they going to manufacture some kind of beef between him and I don't know, man. I'm getting tired of Tyson Fury, too. If Tyson Fury don't fight Wilder, I'm done with him. You know. And I ain't gonna lie, I jumped on the Tyson bandwagon. Tyson, I mean, I've been like Tyson Fury even back when, but I was never a huge fan. But when he went in there and he got the draw with Wilder after I was like, yo, go Tyson Fury. But I always knew, and I've never strayed away from it, but Tyson Fury is a freaking wild card, his antics and all of this. But dude, you left the sport of boxing once before. You played enough games. You don't look. All I wanted was 4-belt undisputed. Okay, Bob Arum lied. The arbitration was a factor, and it ended up being the major factor in us not getting 4-belt undisputed. But I always say y'all would love to see him go in there and roll out and just say Parker or Takam or Charles Martin or one of these fights. Bro, I'm not trying to hear that with Tyson Fury. If he takes any fight besides Deontay Wilder, no more Tyson Fury. I'm pulling him off of here. I ain't running around advocating for him or none of that. I don't never take up for Tyson Fury's foolery, but I'm not going to tolerate it for so long. So I don't know. It could be manufactured fish. It really could. Who knows? Who even knows, fam? Can I jump on to replace Jed? He said, oh, never mind. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because I'm getting ready to get out of here. He said, I've been getting on Teofimo lately, but in a rematch with Loma, I think it will be the same result. Yeah, I think Teofimo, and I'm going to end with this. Rob Nell, right at the end, you came just in time. When you show up, you're never late. But we get ready to end it, and I'm going to end it with this. Mark, you remember this. You remember this, Mark. This was going to make you laugh. This is how I'm going to end this show. Teofimo Lopez is gonna knock Lomachenko the fuck out. 7th round. That's right. We back to that. And y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.